Yes, I think we're live. I can see myself on my screen. Let me just go ahead and share the stream around. So, everybody, I'm just going to share the stream. Welcome back tonight. Last week, I know there was some, volume issues or audio issues. I can't. Look, all them words I've just said offline, Gareth. Anyway, Gareth and Zoe was in the chat.
Hello.
Hello.
And I've just said all them big words, didn't I? Perfect. And then as soon as we get live.
So hopefully everyone can hear us tonight. Probably not, but we've had me and Kev have had a fiddle today.
A what? No, we didn't. Get me in trouble, mate.
Yeah, sorry.
We've had a tinker. Would you call it?
Yeah, tinker. We'll call it a tinker.
And
Yeah.
we've done some practice live streams, and I believe that everybody should be able to hear us now, nice and clear now.
Let's hope so. Right. I think we're just waiting for anybody to come in the chat. It says 2 people are watching.
That's me and you.
Yeah.
Right, I'm just trying to, let me just share it about. I didn't put it on the Woodland campfire yet because I didn't know if the link would work. So yeah, what basically it's hard for me because I'm looking up at the screen at the minute. I hate the fact that you won't be able to see this, Gareth, but my eyes are up at the screen. I've come closer so I can read everyone's comments easier, but now the effect of me looking up at the TV is worse. So this is me looking at the lens. I'm not being ignorant, but I've got to look up here. Yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and share this on Facebook, see if we can get some people in here. But if you are subscribed and got the bell notification on, you should be getting the notification anyway, so get it done if you're not.
Yes, I'm just sharing it on YouTube.
I don't even know how many viewers I've got in a minute because I'm just going to copy this.
Brendan's in the house and Owen.
Get some people in here.
Evening all. How are we all doing? So can you hear me any better this week? Fingers crossed because it was working earlier.
Yes, it was. Sorry, I'm still sharing about. Yeah, everything's all new to us. Everything's in a different place. So we will get it figured out, and we will get faster, and we won't have no interruptions going forward. Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
So you've been away.
Been away 3 times.
3 times since the last chat. You jammy buggers.
Yeah. So Peak District, the first one, which was nice because it was midweek and it was dead, and it was a really nice area, and the weather was bone dry, which is all 3 things that
amazing.
that we don't normally get all in one camp. So yeah, really good camp. Got 3 videos to edit now, and then the second one was a campsite on the east coast. You never heard of Anderby Creek, Kev? It's quite. I would have thought it'd be somewhere you drove through if you've been along the east coast.
I've never ever heard of it, and I think I mentioned to you that I thought. Well, I assumed that it might be in the Peak District, but when you said it was in, where you said it was, I did Google the area, and yeah, it was on the coast, and it looked pretty.
It's not far from. What's it called? Is it Chapel 6 Marsh and Hut Off Sea Terrace, all like that?
Yeah.
Don't know if you'd been there, down there in your van or not. I know a lot of campers. They used to camp down the Hut Off Sea Terrace.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky on obviously the Lincolnshire coast now because everywhere is banned. But I hadn't been, but you know me, I still might have a sneaky attempt one time. What's the worst I can tell you to do is move on, innit, or charge it for a night's parking.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was just a little £8 a night campsite. It's really good actually. It's one of these ones that have popped up recently, but they've really got the head screwed on. They're like encourage you to, you know, stay up late, have a drink around the fire, and they've got all hay bales that you can put straw bales around your tent and stuff, and they've got a separate section, like a separate bit for kids to kick footballs around, and they've got, like, in the middle of the field, they've got like this big wooden, it's kind of like a big wooden crate box. It's got all kids' toys like frisbees and buckets and sprays and footballs, so, you know, kids are amused and stuff. Toilets are really good and clean. It's only £8 a night. Fire pits, you just grab a fire pit when you're there. They've got a whole load of them, and just nice chilled site. But yeah, it's only £8 a night. So
is that per pitch or per person, or how's that working out?
Per person, but kids under 18 are only £2 extra a night, whereas a lot of places normally charge £5 a night for kids. Showers are free. They've even got dispensers in the shower that have got like a shower gel, shampoo and conditioner. So if you're in there and you forget it, you just got, you know, dispensers actually in the shower. Not seen that before.
Yeah, and they have a little shed where people can charge their phone. Just all kinds of things you don't see on campsites, a lot of it.
Yeah, it's just the campers themselves. So, you know, that's creek side camping.
We were lucky because we went at the end of the bank holiday on Monday night, as everybody else was leaving, so we basically had it pretty much to ourselves, and there was only the 2 other people on there.
Yeah, 5 minutes walk to the beach if you want to go on the beach. But then the downside is there's no chippy in Anderby Creek, so we had to drive to Chapel St Leonard's to get chips. But the first one we went to was shut, and I was like, oh no, I didn't take any dinner with me, so you know, I was relying on getting chips from the seaside. So, but I did in the end, which was good.
So when you say it just pops up, is this like a one of the new places that popped up during COVID and stuff like that?
I'm not sure when it opened. It possibly in the last couple of years, but they've. I don't think it's going to be a temporary one, because they've really invested money in, you know, having good shower blocks, toilet blocks, sort of thing.
Cool.
It's an actual working farm, but yeah, they're just seeing it's just a well thought out campsite, I thought. Yeah, and then the last night, then we literally got back home from there. Was home 2 hours and then was back out the door on a wild camp, which was last night. Tarp and bivvy in the woods with a little fire. So yeah, couple of late nights, last 2 nights, like, you know, staying up drinking around the fire and stuff. So if you hear snoring at about 10 to 10, it's Zoe.
Well, hopefully we will hear it this week, because I think we're there. Andrew's just said the audio's great with a big thumbs up.
Oh, brilliant!
So that's good. Was it a fire, or was it a proper fire, like a campfire?
Well, last night we started off with like a wood stove, and what we do at our local spot, we've taken an old like a roasting tray, you know, like a baking tray, but it's got deep sides on it.
Yeah.
Quite a large one, and we took an old one into the woods and we keep it there. So once we'd finished cooking, we tipped it out into the baking tray, and then it was like a proper fire. It was, you know, it's like probably a foot wide. You know, it's quite a reasonable size. Not a massive fire like you have, but for 2 people, sat a foot away from the fire, it was really nice. So yeah, that's what we was up to last night.
Awesome.
It was good to do a bivvy camp again. Not sure when we last.
Go on, buddy, I'm listening to you.
That's right. I was trying to think when we last did a tarp and bivvy camp. I was in that Goit Valley one. That was this year, wasn't it? Probably. Yeah, it was. That was about 8 weeks ago, I think. Don't know. Seemed longer. I did notice there's quite a few creepy crawlies and bugs out in the woods though, so I think this will be our last woodland bivvy bag camp until it starts getting cold again. But
Do some on the beach.
we'll do
instead.
some on the beach or the hills or whatever. Because I was saying to Zoe, the woods is the place you're going to get the most insects normally, and I'd say the beach is probably the least.
Well,
On average, I know there's exceptions, but that's what we've found through what doing bivvy camps in all sort of areas.
well, it's coming up the time. Obviously, June is my birthday, and where we always used to do a bivvy camp, regardless. And you know, it tends to be through the summer. Oh God, my voice is going to crack. It tends to be through the summer that we normally go camping, but even though we was going to sometimes the same places at the same time of year, albeit a different year, there was only once where there was like loads of them sand fleas or loads of things jumping on us, once. So that, I don't know whether that's down to like weather phenomenon or what it was, but yeah, it was horrific. It was worse than the woods, and it was really horrible. In fact, we had to dampen the fire that we had. Obviously, it was in a fire pit just to, to smoke the area out a little bit. But yeah, just I can only just remember on one occasion. But
yeah, beach camps are usually quite safe for insects, aren't they? We did one camp once when we went, and for some reason I've never had it before, but there was just loads of black flies, wasn't there? Like really big black flies that just kept landing on everything. That was a bit gross, but that's the only time we've had.
Was
It
we
was
in
annoying.
bivvy bags?
No, we had a tent.
What tent?
I know you're asking.
No, I was just trying to remember it. Yeah, I don't know.
We were trying to cook and they just kept crawling on like the handles of everything.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
disgusting.
Oh, I know that. Yeah, it was proper in
It was
the.
really damp as well. It got like really foggy towards the end of the night and everything started getting really wet.
Yeah, it was in the sand dunes. It was quite
Yeah.
thick grass.
Yeah.
I think if you're on sort of sand dunes where it's a mixture of, 50-50 sand, 50-50 grass, you tend to find a lot less insects than being on really grassy sand dunes. But being on the edge of the sand dunes and on the beach, that's a good sort of good area to go.
it's worth it just for them,
Yeah.
sunsets and sunrises, isn't it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, I do like a good beach camp.
Yeah, especially.
Why not?
I'm going to admit, when it comes to beach, I'm a bit more fair weather camping. I like it to be nice and warm, and I like to get in that water as soon as I get there, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, there is a new product. I've got it on my Amazon watch list actually. This mosquito repellent, and you feel it like a cartridge, and it sends something in the air. It might be like a pheromone or a bit of a hertz signal. I don't know, but it reckons it's giving like 15 meters square coverage around you, or circle diameter.
Yeah, Brute does that as well.
I think it's called a Thermocell something. But apparently it's getting good reviews. So yeah, I'd be willing to try that through the summer.
So what sort of price is that?
Oh, it's like it's under 20 quid.
Yeah.
Probably
Do
30.
you get bit then?
Pardon?
Do you get bit by insects?
I tend to get them around my ankles. Do you know, like, because I normally wear like craghoppers, zip off at the knee. Do you know, so they turn into shorts, and then I would usually have my boots on if I remember them, and my socks. So it's normally just above my sock line, but they do sort of dive bomb my face as well, which is which pisses you off, doesn't it?
Yes, insects don't really tend to bother me. They kind of land on me, jump off, and land on Zoe.
Yeah.
And that actually has happened.
Yeah. Mosquito did it once.
Yeah, big massive mosquito just landed on me. Was both sat right next to each other. Landed on me, walked around for about half a second, like it was sniffing, and it just jumped for me, landed on Zoe and bit her.
Yeah, nasty.
I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's because I eat lots of spicy food or I don't know. But they just don't bother me too much. Yeah, I went to Scotland once, and the midges they ate me alive. until I put my smidge on. So I think I'm only safe in England. But some things bite, obviously, but I think they have to be quite desperate to be just sucking on my blood. Yeah.
Isn't it the salt
yeah,
in your saliva?
Sorry.
Sorry, not saliva. Isn't it the salt in your sweat?
Possibly, I don't know.
I don't know. We were talking about that. We didn't actually, we've not read up on it. I wasn't really sure what attracts them to certain people other than others. I don't know.
I think honestly they just don't like people that are really clean.
That's a horrible thing to say.
Sorry, no, I don't think that. I don't know. It's almost pot luck, isn't
That would
it?
be weird if it was salt and sweat though, because you get hotter than me and you sweat more than I do. So
Oh, great.
they should be baiting you by that theory, not me.
But
Well, I don't know. Maybe my salt's radioactive or something.
it's funny how you say that though, because that's a common misconception with head lice, isn't it? That they actually want the cleaner hair.
So to say.
So they say.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I don't think you've got to worry about catching head lice, mate.
No.
Why not? What exactly are you trying to say?
I don't differentiate. It doesn't have to be head lice. I just get any old bug in my head and I've constantly got beetles in my hair or flies or...
You might get it in your beard.
Yeah. Don't talk about my beard on stream. I had the worst, strangest comments after the last stream about being grey and having a beard and all sorts of stuff. I don't want to talk about my beard.
You've always got that. What's the word? Where you start to go grey, you look a bit. What do they? Distinguished look about you.
I've always been distinguished. What are you trying to say?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah, the comment.
I'm alright unless I tip my head upside down, then all my hair underneath is grey for some reason.
You reckon it's time to get the Just for Men out, or what is it then?
I don't know. What do you reckon, Zoe?
No.
No.
I think your hair's blonde still, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, I meant for me.
I could go wacky colour. I could get it done like MTP camo. Green, yeah.
Go green.
Yeah, go camo.
I was on about Just for Men for me.
Oh, for you?
Yeah, to stop the internet trolls. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, what for your beard? Yeah. I thought you were gonna like paint your head black.
I could get some afro in a can or something, couldn't I?
Yeah. I think you should do your beard like the Ukrainian flag.
Don't think I've got enough hair for the Ukrainian flag.
Yeah, you just go half and half. You do your moustache yellow and your beard blue.
Well, I brought all that leather dye last time that was blue when I was trying to dye my whole body and it didn't work out.
Oh.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I know, because you sent me the pictures of you scrubbing it off in the bath, I think.
Yeah, it dyed my bath, but it didn't dye me.
Yeah, blue everywhere.
I can't actually. I've got Amazon going on in my phone. So this. It is called a Thermacell. It's $24.99, but I can't find the link on Amazon. I was gonna share it with you on WhatsApp and then you put it in the chat, but I can't find it. I can't find where you share on Amazon
Right.
for whatever reason.
Yeah, so I'll have a look, mate. What's it called?
Thermacell MR300 Mosquito and Midge Protector.
Hang on, I've only just wrote Thermacell. Thermacell what?
MR300
Yep.
Mosquito and Midge Protector. You have a look for that. I'm going to catch up with the comments. People are saying it's the carbon dioxide in the breath that attracts the midges.
So does that mean I've got extra carbon dioxide or less?
Well, it means that you might be moving your mass about might make more carbon dioxide than what Zoe does or something. I don't know.
So you're saying I've got more hot air?
Yeah, full of hot air.
Oh, hang on. Don't they go for the carbon dioxide, or are they repelled? I think they go for it, don't they?
Go for it.
What's that mean? Zoe must speak more.
So we've got Paul Mesner in the chat. Long time no see. Paul, evening all. Grey beards are all the rage. I think this is the first person in the chat with a tick. Or that would be Andy. Oh, it's probably Andy, isn't it?
Right, here we go, people. Oh, it won't let me post it, Kev.
Wait,
No.
you're a spanner, right?
Oh, I know what it is, because the link is too long.
Oh,
It must be one of them mega long links.
yeah, I was going to say you're a spanner.
Thanks. Right, so I can't link to it on Amazon. A mountain warehouse, so one.
What are they selling it for?
To get rid of like bugs and things.
Oh, I meant the price, you wally.
24.
Cool.
I knew what you meant.
So what's the delay like as well, everybody who was watching? Because there was an option, OBS.
Just type in the side chat in regards to the delay. It's 3 minutes past 8 right now.
There was a thing in OBS where it said 9-second stream delay, so I've changed it down to the lowest I can do, which is a 1. But looking at my screen, what I can see, I've just put my phone down, and that was a good few seconds ago, so it might still be up there. But yeah, so Gareth Dixon, I didn't even see you in the chat as well. How often do you tip your head upside down, Gareth?
Oh, all the time.
And we've got John that says hi. Hi, John. Welcome to the chat tonight. Thanks for joining us again. I'm sure I recognised you from a couple of chats ago. Same again to everyone who's just joined just now. Apologies about the last stream or the last 2 streams. We had some audio issues, but we're using different, well, I'm not going to say software because it's the same OBS software, but we're using Google Hangouts, or Google Chat as it's now called, instead of Skype.
Yeah, old school. Right, there we go, there's a link.
Yeah, thanks for that, buddy. And something I only found out last year. It's only actually the female mozzies that bite you and buzz. Male mozzies don't buzz.
Don't they?
No, I never knew that till last year. But I think they're a bit like a wasp. Do you know, like a wasp has a bit of a pheromone when it stings you, to be like, everyone come and attack.
Yeah.
I think that's what the female mozzies do, is like, you know, they bite you, leave a pheromone and go, there's free lunch here.
Well,
Come
what
get
I
your
did
fill.
in the woods when the fire started smoking, I literally just held my head over it for sort of, and shut my eyes for a couple of minutes. So I think if...
Right, so to stop one
Yeah,
mozzie bite, you've shortened your life by about 4 years.
Yeah. I do think they hate it. The smell of wood smoke, they absolutely hate it.
I think it's you know, like when you, with regards to like beekeeping and stuff like that, they use like a smoke to disorientate the bees, don't they? So I think smoke disintoriate. None of us can say it.
Disorientate.
That's the one. Well done. You got a sticker.
Christ, I've had a drink as well.
You get a lollipop.
Yeah. Cheers. Yeah, I got a bit of
disorientate.
You asked me to suck on something.
What?
Nothing.
Nice. I can tell you've had a drink. You've gone all dirty. Stop giving out my secrets.
Yeah. So when are you out next, Kev?
No. I'm supposed to go.
We need to see some of these camping videos on YouTube.
I'm supposed to go at the weekend, but I forgot Lily had got. She's got a little Saturday job now, and she was at work. She had a wedding to cater for, and it just sort of blew the. Because it was like Saturday, and then she wanted to lie in on Sunday. It was like, it caused too much trouble. But I am hearing from next week we're having a bit of a heat wave, like up in the 20s. So maybe.
Gareth said that to me actually the other night, heat wave, but he didn't know when it was. So when's this?
Well, I think it's sort of towards next weekend. Not like the 6th, 7th. I mean the weekend after.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing 20s, 21, 22. It's supposed to be hotter than the Med. Oh, the last camp I was going to do last weekend, I was thinking would be a van camp. But now I'm thinking get the canoe out. The canoe needs to, needs to get out, needs to be inflated, needs to be checked over, and maybe take the canoe, maybe bivvy, maybe a tarp tent somewhere. Take the dog, that's what I'm thinking. But it's just, as you know, down by me, all the rivers are just man-made, straight, and not very pretty. So I'll have to try and get somewhere where I can get a nice river and then get on the boat, I think.
So is this something Lily and the dog would come on, or
yeah,
one
yeah.
or the other, or both?
Yeah, well, the dog, in preparation for going away in the summer tour, which is looking hard because I think I've left it too late. And all this week I've been trying to get the Mabel booked in, and it is a long time. It's 22 days, so just over 3 weeks. I can't get the dog booked in anywhere. I think I've left it too late. But she was in preparation for that. She's going in to get a kennel cough and the latest jab that she's due. And maybe I can start putting the dog away, 1 or 2 nights, so she gets used to being away from us a little bit. But the next one probably will be have the dog, and then maybe I'm going to start camping without the dog a few times, just so one, it gives me a break, because I never feel like I can truly chill now. I've got a kid running around and a dog running around, and
well, it's like having a kid, isn't it? You've got to keep your eye on them constantly.
for sure, even worse than a kid, because the kid comes back when you shout it.
Yeah.
You're sounding as sure as the weather about as Michael Fish. That will go down in history. That will. Everyone wrote into Michael Fish or phoned in and said there was a tornado coming, and he goes no, and then there was a tornado. I remember that. I think that's where memes started. So we dropped down to 5 viewers. Who have we got left in the chat? I know Andrew Forrester said he's gone away for a beer, and Paul popped his head in and said hello. Who else is still in the chat? Let us know. Obviously there's me, Gareth and John. But yeah.
Me.
You.
Me. Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have
Zoe
to.
is, but she's on eBay or something. Shopping.
For tie-dye clothes.
Yeah. You're probably not far wrong.
I was looking at flower powers.
She's flower power.
I know you so well.
Yeah, you're quite the hippie, aren't you?
Yeah.
Can't blame you.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you're sleeping by a river, I'd take some sort of bug protection with you, because if it's warm, that's when everything comes out, innit? I'm just saying that we camped by the Neen in just bivvy bags, and we was under that tree, that
Yeah, that's
tree.
nice. Yeah.
But I think it froze at night. When was that? Was that April?
Yeah, I think that was in April.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah, it is nice. It was nice waking up and all the mist was sat on top of the river and everything, and the sun was coming up and a couple of swans going down the river. It's like I don't know. It almost looked like something out of a movie or a fairy tale. Just how picturesque it was. It was good.
Yeah. Did you get that WhatsApp I sent you earlier about that Instagram page?
Yes, I had to look at it. There is some nice places on it.
Yeah. I can imagine some of them might get a bit touristy when it's like
Yeah,
bank
that's
holidays
it.
and stuff, but you get there midweek sometime think there's some nice spots there. Everyone else is wants to know is UK Hidden Gems. It was like an Instagram page. And it's got some beautiful, beautiful locations all around the UK.
Yeah, I mean, we've been to a few of them. That Porthwen Brickworks is on there.
Mhm.
That's a nice place.
We've been there twice. But again, it's picking your moments, isn't it? You've got to go when it's quiet.
Yeah, because didn't you say one time was you had it to yourself and one time it
yeah,
was...
and another time it was packed out, so it really varies. You really got to try and go not in school holidays and not at weekends.
Yeah, so Michael Sanderson said any visits up on Hadrian's Wall again.
Oh, we'd love to do that again.
Yeah,
a different part of it.
That was one of those camps that's like always stuck in our minds, but just
One of our favourites.
it's it was really nice, that was, and
It's really hot.
yeah, and I had a bad back at the start of that because I pulled it in the morning packing the banshee away. So that was another one where we went for one camp in Scotland. We had two nights in Scotland, and then we did 3 nights
Yeah.
along Hadrian's Wall. But we didn't actually film the Scotland one because it was like family visit type of thing. But yeah, I would love to. It's just don't know, just getting our arse into gear. The area we did of Hadrian's Wall was the section that has got the most wall remaining still, and like all the picturesque, all the up and down hills, and
The famous tree.
yeah, Sycamore Gap, the Robin Hood trees, which was why we did that section. So I think if we carried on going over towards the east, I'm not sure how much wall is left. I think what would be a bit gutting if you carry on where you left off and it was just really crap. I think I'd be a bit disappointed.
You're not very keen on walking through villages and things, following things that used to be there but are no longer.
So yeah, we would do it, but I think we'd have to research which bit would be which section to do, just so it's nice, like visually.
It's there's a stretch of it that I was actually planning to see on the tour. I was going to be around there for 2 days, and there was like a few bits of ruins and all that as well,
Yeah.
Roman ruins and stuff. But that would be my first time up there for me. But yeah, I'd like to go up there too.
Yeah, there's a few. We passed a couple of quite big car parks, like with toilets and stuff. Good places to park if you didn't want to walk far, but get straight onto the wall, where it's good. But there's some sections where it's just mile after mile of like an earth embankment or a ditch or something where the wall used to be, and that part we wasn't that interested in. That's why we didn't do coast to coast, because we wanted to actually see, the remains of, what was there and stuff, because I know the wall's not as high as it used to be, but it's still, you can still tell it was a substantial sort of construction just from what's still left there. But when it's just an earth mound, it's not as exciting. Well, it's not for us anyway.
No, the most exciting bit was when that guy coming down opposite way to us, down into one of the dips, he tripped. And he did a full somersault because his bag was heavy, so he led forward and he did a whole somersault all the way down the hill.
I didn't see it, but
It was so funny.
I didn't see it, but I just turned around and Zoe was laughing her head off, like rolling around on the floor, and I'm like, "What's up with you?" About half an hour later, she's that man there just did roly-poly down the hill, and he was about 75.
Oh yeah, he wasn't 75. He was quite old to do that. Like.
But once the air ambulance had gone, she calmed down.
Wasn't that in Ian Lawrence's film? In it?
No, that was his mate. That was his mate.
Shane.
Shane
Yeah,
Winfrey.
that is really funny. That That was so funny.
God.
Yeah.
No.
We should watch that again.
I could watch that every day for the rest of my life.
I could. It's you've never stopped laughing, would you? It's so funny.
She was laughing for about 3 days.
She's got a sadistic side though, isn't she? She's awful.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Falling over's always funny. It's never not funny.
If I fell off a cliff and died, she'd be laughing.
I laugh when I fall over.
Yeah. Christ. But yeah, full of heart, aren't you, Zoe?
No, I'm just jolly.
Jolly.
I'm just glad I've never done a Kev in front of her yet, because I'd never live it down. She'd destroy me.
Yeah.
I've always do make my Kev moments when she's not there, so.
Yeah, there's time yet. One day.
Hey,
For sure.
Peter's in the house. Lake District Wild Camp.
Hi, Peter.
Yeah, I'll do. Yeah. So how much do vets charge these days? Is that what it is? 25 quid a night?
No, 25 quid's to get the kennel cough jab that John was saying is not worth it because.
Oh no, yeah, sorry. How much is kennels per night? Dog kennels?
Well, the sort of cheapest sort of price I've seen is about £13. You know, for 2 or 3 runs out a day, the meals, and you know, a concrete sort of cell.
Yeah.
But then you start getting into the realms of heated cells, one-on-one attention, blah blah blah. You know, it's going 18, 19, 20, but there's ones, I don't know what they're feeding them or what they're doing, but it's up to like £40 a day, or per night.
Right. Bring her over here, mate. I'll look after her for that.
Well, it might have to be. I'm spending a bit of time with my brother on Friday, or my stepbrother, and I might ask him to look after her and give him a big 250 bung or something, because that's what it will cost minimum. But the only thing is, it's just got a new cat, and I'm not 100% sure how Mabel is with cats, and I don't want to get rung up when I'm at the middle of the B-52 bomb crash site that my dog's just ate his cat or something. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, I get up to that pyramid in Aberdeen that I want to go see, and yeah, Kev, come back quick. There's been an emergency.
Well, I suppose the only option is, you know, is either take her or don't, and if you do take her, you just have to cut out all the places that you can't take dogs.
Unless you could kennel her for a shorter time, like do a week with her and then
Good.
midway kennel her somewhere just for a week. That might be an option.
The problem is though, is what we found when we took her. We didn't take her last year because we didn't go, so it would have been 2020. Is the heat in the van? Even on some of them summer nights, I could hear in the night that it wasn't great for her. Do you know? You know, I could hear that she was like a bit panting and stuff on some of the hotter nights. And we've got the windows open. Some of the places we even had the doors and that open, and we sort of, you know, like the anchor points in your van. We had like a cable. Normally you get like the screw lead, you know, like a steel screw, and then you get like a steel cable. So even when we had the doors open, you couldn't get away. And I was just like, I felt a bit bad, a bit guilty. I was like, it's a little bit uncomfortable for her. It's a little bit too warm.
Well, what I used to do with my cats and dogs before that was have a little water spray bottle and just mist down the fur just so they're a bit damp, and it just keeps them a lot cooler than. Cause it can't be nice having all that fur on when it's like 30 degrees or something. So just like a little, you know, just spray it down as you're brushing her. You know, you kind of work it in with your hands and stuff, and as that cool water evaporates off a fur, that would keep her a lot cooler than. I even do it to myself if I say against summer. But yeah, just do it with baby oil. It just gives them a bit more relief from, you know, when it's really stifling and stuff. You need to keep them a bit cooler. It's not so bad in the garden because you can hose them down and that's spot on. But yeah, just a little water spray bottle.
Yeah.
The
thing is,
Go on.
The thing was, you know, she was getting put in waterfalls and the lakes with us and or that sort of thing. But you know, every time you need to go to the shop, like I know it's only a little thing, but like Lily's a really fussy eater, so you'd want, like, you go to Aldi, and then you want to I'd want to be taking Lily inside with me, you know, so she could come and pick a couple of days worth of food. But you couldn't have your dog in there, even on the colder, even less well in the heat than you know, normal, like a Labrador or something like that.
Yeah.
You know, so I am concerned about it. If I had a full air conditioning unit in my van, we've just had an arrow show up. If I had a full air conditioning unit in my van, it wouldn't be a problem, because you can just turn it on, go do your shop, and leave her in the back, and she'll be, you know, 16 degrees and be fine. But yeah, can you hear me all right and see me all right? Because we've just had a bit of a lag spike or something.
Yeah, I can see you. Not sure what delay we've got, like on YouTube, but
No, I'm just getting I'm getting an error message. No data. That was all. You're not receiving enough
stop
data.
off, Peter. Did you read that, Zoe?
Yeah.
He says, I saw you hosing a sheep down in the Lake District, G. Is that the same thing? No, that was a completely different thing, thank you.
Did you pee on a sheep?
No, I didn't. He's making it up.
Oh.
Kid. No.
Buy your dog a cocoa, just like a big chamois leather that you soak with water and latent heat evaporation keeps them cool. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. And it's basically what Gareth was saying. But I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to risk chancing me dog.
Shaver.
She's just got shaved for all them stitches, so she'll only just grow back.
Yeah, bald dog. You have to put some sun cream on her there.
I had a couple of lags, mate. Yeah, I can see I'm getting the errors on mine as well. The stream status is poor. Smooth streaming. Weak. It's not me. We've got my phone on airplane mode and.
Yeah, you were just circling this end, but it was only for a second. Oh, that'll